Hello, I'm Rodney Schwabach with ESG Realty Advisors, and this presentation is entitled, I've Outgrown My Garage, Now What? It's for entrepreneurs that are looking to get out of the home office or out of their garage. I'm a licensed real estate broker here in the state of Texas, and I have a company called ESG Realty Advisors. I'm also a licensed insurance agent, so I've worn many hats in my days. Primarily 16 years of high-tech and consulting industry experience as the Director of HR and Operations. I've negotiated contracts, I've worked through facilities management issues, I've done leasing from both the tenant perspective and also as a sub-landlord working for businesses that had too much space and needed to get rid of some space. I've dealt with headcount issues, growth and decline, both riding the roller coaster up and coming back down with a lot of high-tech companies here in Austin. I'm here to teach, not tease, and I want to make sure that everyone is aware that they can be an informed consumer base when it comes to commercial leasing. Representation. Texas Real Estate Commission has a form called the Information About Brokerage Services. It goes over what your rights are about brokerage and being represented. Someone can show you around a space and not represent your best interests. They are essentially an agent of the landlord. They're being polite to you, but at the end of the day, it's their job to protect the landlord. Agency basics. Essentially, you have residential versus commercial versus in-house, essentially non-licensed. Residential, there's buyers and sellers agreements. They have intermediaries. There's promulgated forms because the state believes that to be a consumer for residential property, you may not have all the information at your disposal. So they want to make sure that everything's laid out just as cleanly and easily to understand as possible. In commercial, they're assuming that you as a business owner are a little bit more savvy than your average home buyer, and that you know a little bit more about what it is that you're doing. You know that you should go to a consultant. You know that you should get an attorney to help you out when needed. And leases essentially are written by the landlord's legal representation. Yes, in-house you can do this yourself without a license, as long as you're an employee of the principal, whoever is actually going to be signing the lease. A couple of questions you might want to ask yourself. Would you go to court without a lawyer on your side? And if so, who pays for that lawyer? You do. Do you file your taxes without having a CPA or an accounting firm review them first? And of course, if you do that, who pays for that service? You do. Well, in commercial real estate, we believe that it's a good idea to have someone on your side. It's a very good idea to have representation, especially because it doesn't cost you anything extra. Landlords do pay our fee.